All right, and moving on to lick number 15. This is a Chuck Berry inspired lick. So let me play it and then we'll break it down. I'm going to play it with two different endings here. And here's with the second ending. Okay, so a great little traditional blues thing that you can use, and I'm going to show you some alternate things you can do with it as well. So first of all, let's just talk about what I'm doing here. I'm sliding into the 6th fret of the 3rd string with my middle finger. Then I'm going to go to 5 and 7 on the 2nd string with my 1st and 3rd fingers. Then I'm going to play the 5th fret of both the 1st and 2nd strings with my 1st finger together. And I'm going to strum that 5 times. And then I'm going to start all over again. Now the key is starting the lick off. When I do the beginning of the lick, I'm sliding, but I'm not really sliding from anywhere in particular. If you've heard me talk about this before, there are really two different kinds of slides that you can do. You can do a slide from somewhere, and you can do a slide from nowhere. And what I mean by that is when you slide from somewhere, you're going from like 5 to 7 or 7 to 12 or something like that. A slide from nowhere is kind of like a plane landing. You're just coming in, and you don't know exactly where the wheels are going to hit, but you're coming in, and everything's fine. Okay? So what I'm doing here is I'm sliding in, not from a far distance, because it takes too long to get there. So I'm just kind of coming in. Now, you could slide from somewhere. I'm just showing you what I'm doing here. So somewhere around 4 or 5, my hand is hitting the string, my middle finger, and I'm picking. And what I'm doing is I'm simply repeating that over and over and over, and you'll notice I'm just down picking everything. So the tricky part about this is trying to get off of those 5s and then get right back into the slide again. Now here'd be that same lick, but with a different kind of ending. So I'd come off the beginning the same way, but then I'm going to play this. So it sounds like this. Okay. So what I'm doing there is I'm playing the beginning of the lick, just like before, with the 5 5s there. But instead of going back and just repeating it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head down to the 7th fret of the 3rd string with my 3rd finger. I'm going to play that, then I'm going to play the 5th fret of that same string, the 3rd string, with my 1st finger. And then I'm going to do a hammer-on to the 6th fret of the 3rd string. So it's chromatic, but it's not in the right order, right? Using that blues note there. I shouldn't call it a blues note, it's actually a major third. It's this note of the A chord. So I'm actually going from the minor 3rd to the major 3rd. And then I'm going down to the root, the 7th fret of the 4th string. And that in itself is a great lick. Okay? So I'm coming off the first part, second part, and then when I start all over, I can't start at the slide because this part is taking the place of the first section of that. So rhythmically, what I need to do is just simply start with the 5 5s again, like this. So you see, I can keep repeating that first part. Or I could go into the second part. Okay, now two really cool things that you can do with this is you can single up the amount of times that you're doing each one, and let me show you what I mean by that. What I love about licks is being able to expand the ideas, if you just kind of explore the rhythmic ideas inside there. So let me show you this. So I'm going to do the first one. See how I could just do it singly and I could make a new lick out of that? See? Or I could do the same thing with the second idea. Into whatever after that. So it's a really fun lick, very useful, very traditional feeling, early electric rock and roll, or blues, of course. So explore that one and see if you can use that.